Comparing the Modern Diets, the Pros versus the Cons by Katrina Griffith. Intermittent fasting. How it works. Intermittent fasting is commonly used for weight loss because it leads to relatively easy calorie restriction and it can make you eat fewer calories overall. How does this happen? There are 3 different types of fasting. The first one is the 16-8 method. This involves skipping breakfast and restricting your daily eating periods to 8 hours, fasting for the remaining 16 hours of the day. Then, the second one is the Eat, Stop, Eat method. This involves 24-hour fasts once or twice per week on non-consecutive days. So, let's just say on a Wednesday you won't eat, and then you'll eat for the rest of the week, and then on Sunday you won't eat. And then the 5-2 diet is on 2 non-consecutive days of the week, you restrict your calorie intake to 500 to 600 calories per that day. And then you do not restrict the intake of the 5 remaining days. What are the pros and cons? Pros. Intermittent fasting may reduce markers of inflammation, cholesterol levels, and blood sugar levels. Intermittent fasting has been linked to increased levels of human growth hormone, improved insulin sensitivity, improved cellular repair, and altered gene expressions. Cons. Not everybody can do it. Studies show it can lead to eating disorders if gone too far. It is very restrictive and may not work full term. How it leads to eating disorders is when you're fasting for those 16 hours of a day, there is a specific eating disorder where you basically do that and you don't eat most per the day, and then you also do that every single day, and so it can lead to that if it does get out of control. How does this affect weight loss? Intermittent fasting is generally very successful for weight loss. It has been shown to cause weight loss of 3 to 8% over a period of 3 to 24 weeks, which is a lot compared to most weight loss diets. So that just means that you'll may likely to end up losing more weight than you would in a different type of diet just because of the different restrictions and rules. 80-20 moderation diet, pros and cons. 80-20 moderation, how it works. How this works is you eat whole healthy foods 80% of the time, and the other 20% would be unhealthy food. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner for a week equals 21 meals. So 80% of those meals would be 17 healthy meals. And that means 4 of those meals would be unhealthy. So, however, you cannot go overboard. So let's say you would usually have a hamburger and fries for an unhealthy meal, you would only have hamburgers, or the hamburger. The pros and cons for the modern 80-20 diet. Pros. It's easier to sustain than other diets and still eat mostly healthy food and only some treats. This is well-balanced menus built around fruit, vegetables, lean protein, and whole grains that will help you feel full. And due to the fiber and water content, this keeps your system working. Cons. The time and money can be a negative factor in following the 80-20 diet, since fresh food and good cuts of lean protein can be more expensive than boxed, frozen, canned, and fast food options. You may have to stretch your budget a bit. You'll also have to be organized and be able to commit time to meal prep. This can get out of control and not actually be eating 80-20 and percent, and you might end up eating 60-40. How this can get out of control is you're letting your restrictions ease up a bit, and then you end up eating healthy only 60% of the time and then unhealthy 40% of the time. How is this for weight loss? There are significant studies showing that using the 80-20 diet helps with weight loss and also gives you some of the foods you'd want to eat. So, this isn't too restrictive, but this also will help you lose weight if you needed or wanted to. Paleo diet, the pros and cons. Paleo diet, how it works. The paleo diet emphasizes whole foods, lean protein, vegetables, fruits, nuts, and seeds, while discouraging processed foods like sugar, dairy, and grains. So here are the pros and cons. For pros and cons, first of all, weight loss is several studies have shown that the paleo diet can lead to significant weight loss and reduced weight size. In studies, the paleo dieters automatically eat much fewer carbs, more protein, and around 300 to 900 fewer calories per day. Now, what are the pros and cons? Pros. This is effective at reducing risk factors for heart disease, such as cholesterol, blood sugar, triglycerides, and blood pressure. And then the cons are it eliminates whole grains, legumes, and dairy, which are healthy and nutritious. And another con is that this might not be sustainable for a long term because of the restrictions in the diet, meaning that it is very hard to stay on this diet because there are so many restrictions of eating healthy, such as no processed foods and not much sugar or dairy, which a lot of people are prone to not wanting to give up. Just as a reminder, each of these diets are meant to make your life healthier, but all have their own pros and cons. So maybe these diets that I've shown you, if you did want to lose weight or did just in general want to make your life healthier, they might not be for you. You might want to look up a different diet just in case. These diets I just found are healthy, and I wanted to show people the pros and cons of each of them. So if they ever wanted to know or wanted to use that, they would know. Thank you. Have a good day. If you have any questions, you can contact SportsMed3.